The Alpha Sessions Live with Emma Joyce.
I'm joined by Lloyd Llewellyn. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing? You right?
Not too bad, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. I will tell you a little secret. We normally have all our live guests that we've seen before. You're the first person that I've had in that we've never had in the studio and had a chat with before.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
To proper wing it, yeah, fine.
So normally it's like, yeah, you've been in the studio, it's all good. This time I'm like, we saw him at a gig, it was amazing, just get in, it's fine.
It's the first time I've been in a radio studio, so...
Really? Ever?
First time ever, yeah.
Wow, that's quite phenomenal. I would never have expected that.
Well, yeah, it's pretty cool. I quite like it.
Okay. We're not your stereotypical radio station. We're quite retro. Just bear that in mind next time you go to another one. So for people that don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself and your music.
So I'm originally from South Wales, but as you can tell by the accent, I've been in London for a little while, most of my life. Music stuff, I think all my influences, they're quite wide. My granddad was a musician.
Oh, amazing.
So he kind of introduced me to soul and blues and jazz and all that type of stuff.
How old were you when that happened?
That was growing up. That was like from a baby.
Okay.
So a lot of Nat King Cole, a lot of, and then all the way to like B.B. King and Ray Charles and Charles Brown and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then my dad thought he better change me into a rocker, so he introduced me to Zeppelin, The Who, Jeff Beck, all that type of stuff.
Yep.
And then I kind of, modern day thing was more, I'm a huge Bon Iver fan.
Yep.
And James Vincent McMorrow and that type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's a big, I listen to a lot, hip hop, everything. I listen to anything that kind of interests me, yeah.
We'll talk about Bon Iver later.
Cool.
But at what point did you start writing your own music?
It was I haven't always written my own music. I've always enjoyed listening to music, but I think I probably wrote my first song when I was about 17, 18. Yeah. A song called Run. That I still play now. It's one of my favourite songs to play. And I think maybe the nostalgia is probably why it's one of my favourite songs to play. Yeah. But yeah, it's that I think I was about 17, 18 when I did that.
Nice. I'm not going to ask you how long ago that was. I think that's quite rude.
It was 10 years ago. It's fine.
There you go. I know you've also got a demo out called Long Way Down.
I do.
What's that about?
I was in a bit of a transition period of my life.
Okay.
I'd played rugby for a long time, semi-professionally, which is what I did for a living.
Wow.
And then I had loads of injuries and I was a bit up and down with what I was going to do. So I'd written some songs beforehand, and then that was mostly about kind of, do I jump and go for the music thing, or do I go and try and do something maybe a little bit less weird and mental? But
what, the music thing or the rugby thing?
No, both, probably both. But yeah, so it's kind of about that little transition period in my life that it was kind of sink or swim or jump or something like that.
And you swam and jumped at the same time?
I jumped, yeah. I don't know if I'm swimming, but I definitely jumped.
Cool. And we first found out about you when I was saying this off air, when we saw you play at the Hoxton Bar and Kitchen.
Yeah.
You've played quite a few live gigs recently. Have you got a favourite venue?
Yes, I do. The Troubadour in just by West Brom, Earls Court.
Yeah.
Great venue. So much history. They were the first venue to give me my first gig. And
amazing!
I play there all the time because I absolutely love it.
Yeah, we learned in Steve's interview that the Troubadour is, I'm going to get this right, it's apparently the word they used in the 1500s for a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, very. You learn something
new every day. Are
Yeah.
you good to do a first song then?
Yeah, I think I'm going to start with Long Way Down.
Perfect.
Cool.
And I'm rising from the dust, fighting with my bold but brittle bones. Take a helping hand. And I battled with the depths of warring souls, and I refuse to go. And I refuse to go. our voice and gain control of the demons that mark my home. It's a long way down. It's a long way down. White knuckles turn to stone. I'm tearing at the grip of sanguine holes. It's a long way down. It's a long way down. And oh, 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 and oh, 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 and oh, oh, and I'm crawling through the walls. I'm losing fears, but losing home. It's a long way down. It's a long way down. And I'm crawling through the walls. I'm losing fears, but losing home. It's a long way down. It's a long way down. And I'm rising from the dust, fighting with my bold but brittle bones. Take a helping hand. And I battled with the depths of warring souls, and I refuse to go. And I refuse to go.
I was going to do that too. You know what happens? We have these amazing live acts in the studio, including yourself. And I almost forget that we're in a studio and we have to come back on air. I don't know if you know what I mean, but when we're in a live session, I guess, or even at a gig, your brain just sends you into this like parallel universe, and you think about the music and you forget that you're coming back on air in a minute, and you almost get lost for words. It's quite scary.
Oh, I've got to say something.
Ooh, I have to say something now. Whoops. That was very much what it was like. Hopefully you can tell. No, you probably could. Anyway, you've been on BBC Introducing in Wales.
I have.
What was that like?
It was incredible. I uploaded Long Way Down. That's like the stripped back version of it. The other one's a little bit more rocky.
Yeah, I've heard that.
A bit bigger. So I uploaded the full version and got very lucky, and they played it, and it was great. Ended up having a chat with Bethan Elfin, who hosts the show, and she was great. She made me feel really at ease.
Yeah.
We had a little telephone interview, and it was cool. It was quite surreal hearing it on radio, and more family calling me up, and it was awesome.
Was that you? That was amazing.
yeah. I think my mum missed it, and she got really angry, so I had to get on the old BBC.
Do your family
iPlayer.
still live in Wales now? Or?
Everyone apart from me, my mum, my dad, my sister, my brother. Everyone else, like aunties, uncles, cousins, everyone's all Barry, Roos, St Athens, all around there.
I've never been to Wales.
Oh, you're missing out. It's God's country.
What's the music scene like out there?
It's great. It's awesome. There's, we've had some fantastic singers in Wales. Tom Jones, represent.
Manic Street Preachers.
Manic Street Preachers, yeah, there we go. So there's some great voices in Wales. Both my parents sing. They were kind of part of the choirs and things like that growing up. So there's a lot of musical influences there.
So did you feel the pressure when you were growing up because you had so many musicians in your family that was what you had to do?
No, I think they watched more rugby than they listened to music.
Awesome. So your Twitter says you're a massive Bon Iver fan.
Huge.
And obviously the record came out on Friday?
Came out Friday.
Did you get it on Friday?
I got it on Thursday. That's how much of a fan I am. I went to a pre-release and got it.
Oh, that's mad. I work just opposite Rochford Trade East. And literally I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But I can understand why I couldn't walk down the road because there was so many people. And then suddenly someone said, "Oh, Bon Iver." I was like, okay, well, that explains it.
Yeah, I was
literally
part of those,
there were loads of people everywhere. It was mad.
Yeah,
We almost had to put like a sign on the window going, "Don't leave the office because you're just going to get caught with all these people." So what does it sound like? I haven't actually heard it.
It is just, I mean, it's a massive biased opinion. He could come out with something terrible and I'd think it's amazing, but it genuinely is amazing.
Have you been a massive fan for years then? Or?
I have, yeah. I first saw him when he did his he did Skinny Love on Jules Holland.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, who is this?
Yeah.
And then look back at kind of then backtrack from stuff that he'd done before he was signed and things like that. And he did a song called When It Rains Down Here, which is wicked. I just think that he's massively inspirational for me because I think the way he conveys his message is really interesting, and it's he's a amazing producer as well. And I can't think of a song I don't like of his. Proper fan. Sorry.
No, that's good. Would you say he was quite a big influence of yours?
Yeah, massive.
Yeah. You can hear it a little bit, I think.
Yeah. I did steal that piano chord off one of his songs. But
who else would you say were your other influences along with Bon Iver?
Love Ben Howard.
Yeah.
James Vincent McMorrow.
Nice.
And I like Mumford & Sons a lot of fun. But it's difficult for me to say just one person because my brother plays the guitar as well and sings, and he's massive blues fan, and he kind of introduces me to people like Robert Johnson and things like that, which were wicked. So I think the modern stuff is kind of that spacious production of Ben Howard, Bon Iver, James Vincent McMorrow, that type of thing. Who's just come out with a new album as well, which is very cool. James Vincent McMorrow did. So he was. I was listening to that as well, and he was great. Yeah.
Amazing, good stuff. Music collection.
Yeah.
If we were to go through your music collection as such, I used to say things like, check out the CDs on the shelves, but that's not really relevant anymore.
yeah.
Go through your iPod or your phone.
Yeah.
What sort of thing would we find?
You'd find going out playlists is full of hip hop. Okay. That is my thing. I don't. Oh God, it sounds silly now. No, lot of hip hop, old school hip hop. Big fan of like Common and people like that. Yeah. And then a lot of chill out stuff. Charles Brown, I'm listening to a lot at the moment. Yes. And Daughter is another one that I love. They're a great band. So I think you'd find a quite wide range, but going out is definitely Drake play. I'm sorry. Okay. We forgive you, that's good. You've also been to LA to play some tunes live, which sounds like a great experience. Yeah. What was that like? It was great. I've never been out there before. Got the chance to go out there for 5 days and play a gig, and pretty surreal experience. I don't know anyone there, never been there or anything like that. So it was nice. What made you want to go? I was in talks with the publisher at the time, and they flew me out there and put me up for a few days, and I did a gig for them and all that type of stuff. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. 5 days in LA, couldn't complain. Yeah, I didn't have to pay for the flights, so I was like, yep, let's go. Because LA is the sort of place where a lot of musicians go, I'm just going to pop over to LA, I'm just going to do some writing. And I've never really, because I'm not a musician, I've never really understood the connection with, like, why of all the places in the world would LA be the place that people go for that sort of thing? Do you know? I don't really. There's a lot, from being out and about, I met loads of people who were actors, actresses, songwriters, singers, all this type of thing. So I think it sounds to me in the few days I was there that it was a real hub of just that kind of creative person, a songwriter, singer, actor, that type of thing. And that it seems to be you're right. It seems to be the thing to do. That they go, what should we do? Oh, we'll go to LA. Yeah. I think I just love London too much. Fair enough. I love London too. Yeah. So you're right. Best city in the world. Sorry, Cardiff. Cardiff's the best city in the world. We're going to play a few words in a second, and then after that, another song. Is that right? Yeah, of course. Okay, cool.
It's our golden anniversary. 50 years of Radio Broccoli.
Hi, I'm Tony Blackburn, and I'd like to congratulate London's longest-running hospital radio station, Radio Broccoli, on 50 years of broadcasting to the Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital in Stanmore. Well done.
Radio Broccoli, 50 years, 50 voices.
Yeah, it is our birthday. We're Radio Broccoli and we're celebrating 50 years. Not me, the radio station, just to clarify. So that's pretty awesome. This is the Alpha Sessions, and it's basically, we normally do an hour, but because it's a special birthday show, we have 2 hours of live music, brand new music. And this week we have 3 fantastic musicians. We had Steve Young, we have Emmy McDade to come in just a bit. But this is Lloyd Llewellyn, who we've just been chatting with, and he's going to play us another song. What's this called?
This is called Good Man Down.
Amazing.
Yeah, I cried in the middle of the city. Cried in the middle of the city for you. You. 'Cause you're a good man with bad habits. A good man with bad habits in you. You. What do good men fall and struggle through it all? What do good men fall and struggle through it all? We're a good man down, a good man down, a good man down. Well, the last time that I saw you, the last time that I saw you, brightens light shine through. Oh. Yeah, the booze, it did control you. The booze, it did control you. What do good men fall and struggle through it all? What do good men fall and struggle through it all? We're a good man down, a good man down, a good man down. Oh, when he answers from the bottom of a bottle, they're drunken with fear. Oh, when he answers from the bottom of a bottle, they're drunken with fear. Oh, we're a good man down, a good man down. Oh, we're a good man down, a good man down.
Thank you very much.
That was amazing. So before, when we were off air before, I made a bit of a stupid comment and I said, are you going to play the guitar and play the keyboard at the same time?
That would be...
Maybe one hand on each. No, Jason, don't do that. That'd be strange.
Definitely not trying it live on air, no.
No, sometimes I have those moments where my brain and my mouth don't engage with each other and things like that come out. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry, it happens to me all the time. Fine.
So you've had some amazing reviews online and on air as well. Do you feel the pressure?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, a lot. I sound like a singer-songwriter right here, but I actually did write a song about it called Imposter, about exactly that feeling of, do you ever get like imposter? No, I talk about my brother, imposter syndrome, when you walk in and you're like, oh God, am I able to carry this off? Can I do this? Can I be here? That's the pressure that I always get.
Must be really scary.
It's terrifying. I get really bad nerves before gigs, so yeah, it's pretty scary.
What do you have to do before a gig? Is there that one thing that you have to do every time?
Have a whiskey? No, joking. No, there's not. I think it's different every time, and that's what I think probably frightens me, is that venues are different, people that are there that are different.
Yeah.
So I think the unknown is the thing that kind of makes me nervous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And
so
what
I don't
about,
get as nervous when I go back to the Troubadour or something like that. But I'm playing
what,
somewhere
because
I've
you've
never...
been there before?
Yeah.
So there's that element of comfort.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. So hopefully next time you come on here, you won't be nervous.
Exactly.
No, you're not nervous now. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
So it's however long down the track, and you're playing a massive stadium, and you're told that you could have any rider you like.
Yeah.
So anything, as particular as you want it to be, you could send poor work experiences running out all over the road to get whatever that particular thing is. What would it be?
It would probably be an old-fashioned cocktail, but it wouldn't be made with Maker's Mark. It'd be made with Woodford Reserve.
Ooh.
That is a very nice bourbon. So that would be my... and I know they don't go together, but I love olives, so loads of olives.
I did not expect you to say that at all.
So yeah, a good old-fashioned and loads of really nice olives. I'd be happy.
Nice. I'll bear that in mind for a few years' time.
That is a weird combination.
Exactly. I definitely wasn't expecting you to say olives.
Love olives. They're so good.
Olives are great, though. Not sure about the cocktail and olives thing. Maybe that works quite well.
Not in an old-fashioned, I wouldn't have thought. But yeah, probably a good bourbon. Woodford Reserve. I like it. So, yeah.
Noted. So what's next? Is there an EP in the pipeline, an album?
We're doing some recording at the moment, some new songs.
Awesome.
I'm going to play... Am I playing another one?
Yeah,
okay.
that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to play one of them. It's a kind of a stripped-back version of it as well,
Okay, cool.
called Thick as Thieves, which is with the idea to then release EP. So
Nice.
do Long Way Down, Run, Thick as Thieves, and a song called Imposter as well.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be great.
I can't wait. I hope it's good.
So upcoming gigs, if people want to see you live, because it is amazing, I can't recommend it enough. Where can they go and see you?
Well, I don't actually have anything booked in because we're going in to record.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you can find me on kind of the Facebook.
You can find this on the YouTube and they can kind of hear you live.
Yeah. There you go.
That's
Do that.
a good one. We'll post it up on our Twitter and our Facebook, and we'll send you all the links as well. So
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
And if people want to find out more about you online, where can they go? What can they do?
Then go onto SoundCloud at Lloyd Llewellyn Music, on Twitter Lloyd Llewellyn Music, Facebook Lloyd Llewellyn, and yeah, write me some messages. I can send you some songs, and you can have a listen and all that type of stuff.
Yay! Well, thank you so much for coming.
No, thank you very much, and happy birthday.
Cheers. And we're going to play a final song now, aren't we?
Yeah.
What's this one called?
This is called Thick as Thieves.
We're as thick as thieves with our stories, and generous with our lives. Only with love comes glory, and I'm sorry for all my mistakes. And my mother said, water ain't thicker than my blood, and worry is for the warring that happens outside these walls. And love is for the strong, and hatred for the weak. Put your arms around your brother, and your love back into me. Your love back into me. Your love back into me. It's only time that breaks us through from molded lies, from fragile mud. And all I ever needed was the breath between my lungs. Forward and love is harmless, but baited with blood. And my mother said, water ain't thicker than my blood. And worry is for the warring that happens outside these walls. And love is for the strong, and hatred for the weak. Put your arms around your brother, and your love back into me. Your love back into me. Your love back into me. Oh, my forgiveness, time keeps raging on. And oh, my forgiveness, time keeps raging on. And oh, my forgiveness, time keeps raging on. And oh, my forgiveness, time keeps raging on. Time keeps raging on. All the time keeps raging on. And we're as thick as thieves with our stories.
The Alpha Sessions Live with Emma Joyce.